Hey guys, this is Phil, and I'm on the Pterabyte server all by myself. It has been a while since the last episode. I'm going to try and move quickly here because we have a lot to do today. One reason that this has taken a while is because I've been doing a lot of digging, like this new room. And you might be guessing by the jungle wood planks. This is the jungle bit, which is the most boring. I haven't done anything in there. In fact, all three of these new rooms are pretty much just... Oh, I forgot I'd done this one. But yeah, this is as far as I've got in each room. It's like an exact replica of my original oak wood base over there. And my computer mouse is being very dodgy at the moment. It seems whichever one of the like 20 batteries I've got in my room, which are all rechargeable, I put in it, it feels like it has a low battery and can be very unresponsive. That's annoying. And here's the spruce wood one. So today, just thought I'd show you that, just to prove I've been doing stuff. I'm going to be making a record farm. By record farm, I mean a dignified, organised way of getting skeletons to shoot at creepers, because when a skeleton kills a creeper, the creeper will drop a record. So records are a little bit useless, but I think it's a pretty cool invention to have. Come up with a nice little design. Oh dear. Oh. I don't really know where he spawned. That's the first time I've ever seen a mob spawn down here, apart from, as you can tell, 1,000 slimes. I really dislike slimes. Just seriously. So I've made some room for it over here, which was previously nothing much. This is a 23 by 23 room, I hope. And we're going to sort of build the record farm, like, built into this wall, and on this wall there will probably be an XP farm. Now, I came up with the design in single player, but I'm not going to show that. I mean, I'm going to build it, and then you'll see it as I build it, rather than me just going, yep, here it is. I still need to tweak a few things with it, but basically, it's going to be very similar to my big mob interface thing over there. Mobs will go, just tootle along in some water. I'll be able to see them through glass. And I need to split up the skeletons and the creepers, and technically the zombies, because I just don't need them. Excuse me. So I'll be watching, paying attention avidly, and then when I see a creeper or whatever, I will quickly pull a lever, and that will open a trapdoor and let the mob go wherever it needs to. So I need to dig out some space because there's some redstone and water currents and stuff involved, so I'll just go off camera for a second. So I've dug out a little bit of space for this because you do need to have a few blocks of working space, although I didn't realise how close I was to this little corner room here. But I'm going for the sandstone look because that's sort of what I'm going for in this section of my base. It's because it's what I used on my mob interface. So hopefully if I've got this right, you'll end up with creepers here and then skeletons here firing at the creepers, because the skeleton will be looking at you but the creeper will be in the way, but hopefully the creeper won't be able to explode. So it's 5, 2 5s, then if I start at this end, it was 4, this is from memory, although between clips I will be sneakily going back into my single player world to look at what I've built. And there's a 2 there. So we're going to have 2 of these little glass oh well, that was just real smooth. I'm going to fix that. This is what I wanted. It goes 4, 3 glass, 2 sandstone, 3 glass, 5, and then gap there and then another 5. So the levers, because this is where we'll be looking at the mobs. Each lever, well, this lever will let the mobs just carry on going through, and this lever will send the mobs round the back and then into here. So zombies, we'll just send those all the way through, and then there will be a small drowner here, so you can collect any loot from the zombies, or indeed if you're busy using the record farm over here and you want your other mobs to come through and not clog up and not really do anything, then this will have a built-in drowner so you can still get items, because otherwise it would just be a waste, really. So yeah, think that's really all we need to do. Now we need to actually start working. So basically around the back here we've got this essentially one long water stream, which for now I'm just going to plonk a diagonal here. The reason this has to be too wide is because when I did it one wide, when you got to the trapdoor, while it would be pushing you diagonally, the mobs would get stuck on the trapdoor, which would go here. So if you do it too wide, then you just get a little bit more of a lean to the right, and as far as I'm aware, nothing gets stuck. So we need a trapdoor here, and this will be an opening. So I'm going to need to clear out a little bit more room at the back, and make sure I light this up as I go along, because I do not want mobs appearing while I'm building it. Especially all these surprise creepers. There was one in there actually, and now I'm very paranoid he's going to sneak up on me, as they do. Trapdoors. It's just so typical. You always like get rid of the thing in your inventory or hotbar that you actually need. So need more water. I think we're going to do the same like water extending trick that I've done before. So actually I need some signs like these. So this is just a little trick to like keep mobs moving in essentially a straight line. To do this, if you dig down this little 2x3 hole with half slabs at the end of it, and then these signs here will stop the water flowing backwards. So then we have another diagonal stream here. It gets a little bit cramped. In here you do need to be careful like how you arrange everything. So this is sort of the third or fourth design. You need to make sure there is quite a bit of space, or it'll look a bit messy. So same thing here. There's a bit trapdoor. I want to make sure I get this in the right place first time, and then that will go around the back. So this one will probably be creepers, and this one will probably be skeletons, and then zombies. Let's think how I built it. I think I had little pads coming out here, and then the mob loot will probably drop into those two blocks. So I imagine we want the zombies to go up fairly quickly, but we'll worry about that at the end. For now, I think I just need to extend this backwards. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, just going to do some redstone. So I've cleared out all the blocks above the sandstone, because we really need those. The redstone is very simple, because there's a lever on this block. Goes to this trapdoor. Now this one, well, because the mobs are going to be contained by a roof here anyway, we can just go over and then down, I suppose. Like, no horrible torch arrangements or anything. This is very simple wiring for once. I'm sorry guys. No. Just get this done. Wasn't that fun? So hopefully I control these. Yeah. Nice and easy. Now you can sort of see the redstone in the background, but nothing wrong with visible redstone A. So what now? Dunno. So we're just gonna get this little skeleton path over to where the skeletons will end up. Nothing complicated, although we need another little water trick here. I'm not gonna go down because there's a slightly simpler method. It's just doing this one. You don't have to like extend the ceiling up because there's not much room upwards. It's easy to go down, but I think if you just place a half slab and then a sign, and skeleton needs to end up here, so like that, and just place your water. So there we go. Skeletons will end up there, and they won't be able to move. Obviously I'm leaving everything open for now, but at the end sealing everything in so that mobs can't like jump out of anywhere is going to be very important. well, looks like it's working so far. And the creeper one, yeah, we could just go down first. This one's just gonna go round and then up over the skeleton bit. There's a few reasons for that, but I'll explain them later. Yeah. First, I need to top up on my water. You know, considering I live in the... well, I don't live in the ocean in real life, but considering my base is built in the ocean, I do not have any infinite water sources anywhere to hand, which is stupid, really. So, good thing about this method is you can use it to gain height as well, which is just what I want. So, creepers need to end up dropping in over here, so let's think. I'll probably just have a little vertical channel here. I should make that of glass, really. I've got some glass being smelted in my furnaces over there. Just if you build this all out of solid blocks, it's going to get pretty confusing. So, creepers will come in there, and I think they will be jumping. Like if I hold down spacebar, that emulates what a mob does, and yes, you do go up. But that means I need to do a little bit more ceiling extension. This episode's going to be pretty jumpy because I'm being quite forgetful at the moment, and I'm sort of just generally feeling like really rushed and a bit stressed because I'm going to university next year, and my UCAS form, that's just the company who sort of organises what universities you go to online, that needs to be in by Monday, and it's Friday today, and stress, everything. But yeah, I think I've blabbed enough to fill in enough time to get over to here, so I like just having room. I just can't think. Like, this is one of the big disadvantages of building underground. You have to like dig out space, or more space than you need, or it can be a little bit difficult. So, need more water. Yeah, hopefully after watching this video you might get a few ideas on just how to generally move mobs around, because it can be a little bit difficult, but there is an art to it. I am an artiste. Signs are the key ingredient. So that's going to be too high. Need the ceiling there. And then this is going to flow. Oh, I have a silk touch pick at least. Don't need a redstone. Yeah, they said in this snapshot, which we're now in 40B, they said they fixed the whole invisible blocks thing, but no, they haven't. Disappointed. Moving right, more glass. And my inventory is really getting full of cobble and gravel. Seems my inventory is just always full of, oh goodness, stuff at the moment. It's gosh. When I was caving, there were so many like mobs that weren't slimes everywhere, but in my base, just all I get is just this horrible squelching noise of death. So please put slimes back to whatever level they were at. It was 16 or below. Well, I suppose it is handy for slime farms if they go higher, but there's so many of them. Now I can't get up there, can I? Way for cobblestone. Yeah, so I just need to build this along. Hey. And I'll probably need a sign somewhere to stop the water from just flowing down into the creeper spot. Yeah, sounds... I'm right clicking and nothing's happening. Oh, there's this... It's one the really annoying thing about slimes. They can sort of... what's the word? Well, they'll cut into a block and then you won't be able to like place things or remove that block sometimes. It's very annoying. Little bouncy gits. Anyway. Oh, I didn't put more water up there. Oh. I'm also pretty tired, because just general, usual reasons for me saying I'm tired, which I do all the time. Okay, there we go. So the water doesn't fall down because of the sign, so the creepers will plonk here, just one block away from the skeleton, we'll be over there. So that's pretty much set up. Just put these down a bit so the creeper can't move. There will be a half slab. Actually, I'm thinking about this as well, because we need some way of collecting the records as well. So this is going to be a water stream. This is very handy because occasionally the creeper will explode as the skeleton shoots at it. Not always, mind you, but really you need it to be in water or it will ruin your record farm. Just happened to me a few times in testing. Now I need a pressure plate. That's handy. Get her off. Also, while doing homework and digging things recently, I've been watching some Rex the Runt, which is an awesome old Aardman animation about 4 dogs. You will be surprised that Aardman make it, considering their family-friendly film reputation, but it's very good. And I have suddenly realised like how often I talk like the characters in that show, or just use random quotes from it, because it's a really crazy British comedy show. So it is an animation in true Aardman style. But yeah, it's awesome. You should go and watch that. So, for now, I'll just plonk a wooden half slab there. Although that block there, because the skeletons need a clear line of sight to us, or they won't shoot. So that looks right to me. Records will come to here, and there'll probably be chests either side. And later on, I'll add a few other like sort of safety features, such as pistons that will stop the skeleton from killing you over and over again, like, because if you want to AFK at this and you run out of creepers, then the skeleton will just own you. I'd say it's quite difficult not having the ability to have mobs go through this without trying to attack you, which is why building something in creative is so different from building it in survival. So I'm just going to go and nip over to single player to think what I have to do now. Oh jeez, I need some sticky pistons. If only I had some... Oh wait. So yeah, we are going to work on those 2 little... I suppose they're not really safety devices, but they're pretty cool. First things first, there is a sign that I need to change. This one here. Breaking in. The reason this is wrong is because, as I said, mobs act as if they are constantly jumping, so they will not actually fall down there. But now they will, I hope. Let's fix this. No. Yes. And actually, I need to place these 2 pistons in strategic locations. One of them, I need to... Yes, need to get rid of this glass, and then this one here will be replaced with a piston. Oh, no. Yeah, this is where wiring gets a little bit awkward. And that piston will need a block on it. What this will do, as you can see, when this extends, the skeleton will no longer be able to see you. So you will be over here on the pressure plate, and the skeleton will be shooting at you, but it will be hitting the creepers, obviously. So when you run out of creepers, if you're not paying attention, then the skeleton will hit you, and it will knock you off the pressure plate, and then that piston will go down, and the skeleton won't be able to shoot at you anymore. So I think it's quite a nice little idea, isn't it? And there was another one, I believe... well, there's a... This is another awkward placement. Nope. Not quite. This little bit does sort of extend outwards. It looks a little bit messy, but depends how much you like redstone. Yeah, there's something like that. And what this one does is, if you're busy killing creepers, then this will like stop any more from coming in while you're busy. Also, it was originally to stop the creepers from jumping, because it is possible for them to jump out of the water and then they'll explode in midair and still ruin your design, so you need to keep them in the water, and so you need something like this. Just put that block back. Also, I don't think this pressure plate needs to be quite this far back. I think, yeah, that looks more right. Only had these two little blocks sticking out. We'll put that there for aesthetic purposes. Now we need to hook things up to this pressure plate, and we need to get this pressure plate to this piston. I think the only real way that you can do it is you're going to need to have a little bit of redstone showing here. Oh, I didn't bring any redstone torches. So we'll just power that from underneath. Maybe I'll just cut off this water for a second. Water plus redstone is not a good thing equal, because that this redstone torch powers the block, which then powers the piston. So by default, when we're not on the pressure plate, we don't want it to be powered, so we're going to have to invert it, which I think you could just do like that. So yeah, when you're ready, that will stop the creepers from jumping and stop any more from coming in, which isn't really a necessary feature, but it's nice to have control. And oh no, wait, on this side we need to get this over to that piston, and then that needs to be inverted as well. So can't quite remember how I did this before, but I should make it up now. Hopefully there's no water there. Sandstone is good. So thinking. I'll just dig underground. If in doubt, just get... Oh, hello. What's this? A secret compartment. So, actually, maybe we could just run wire into this block. Yeah, that should work, because we're not going to be coming back here very often, so we'll run that. I think it just got attached, and in there like that. So, let's try and stand on the pressure plate. There you go. I believe both pistons are working, so skeletons can't fire at me, and creepers can now come in. So, there we go. I think that bit is now all done. This is just a temporary little doorway to let me... Oh no, I'm out of sandstone! Oh no! Yeah, this is all the sandstone I'm now down to. So I could use half slabs for a bit, but don't like building with half slabs, because if you want to remove them later, then you'll just get more half slabs. Well, you won't get more, but you'll get half slabs back, and it's just inconvenient, really. But gotta do with what you've got. Trying to think if I could make this symmetrical. I could just randomly plonk a redstone torch there and not actually have it do anything, but actually, maybe. Actually, I'll worry about that later, because I need to do something. I've got... I think really all I need to do is just like fill in everything around here so that the mobs can't escape. Let's just make sure. Yeah, you don't get stuck on the trapdoor. The reason you have to use levers instead of buttons is because the button delay, let's imagine it's something like that, it usually lets at least one mob through, and we only want one at a time because we need complete control over what's going on back here. So you have to use levers and do it manually. Or if you can somehow get them compact enough, you could build a pulse shortener on each button, but I think it's easier just to use levers. So this all needs to be too high. You can just fill it in with glass. Does this look familiar? If not, go and watch a previous episode. Oh wait, shouldn't be placing. Yeah, I'll do the drowner at some point. Possibly not this episode. I'll need to check how long it's getting. No one will notice if I just switch into smooth sandstone back here. So definitely need to block that bit there, that bit there, make everything nice and sealed in. And then we'll just switch to glass. I'm not really bothering too much at this point. So they now, creepers now cannot get out. And the skeletons. I don't know, maybe they'll bounce off the trapdoor or something. I don't think they can do much here. This block. See, I'll make those glass shells. Just if I do come around the back here, I will be able to see where the skeletons are. It's nice to have methods of troubleshooting. Go on. Right. I think... Oh no, there we have to get out there. Not anymore. So, really I need to get some mobs in here to give it a go. This could end badly. But what's life without risk? I was almost killed in physics today when my physics teacher played the capacitor in the wrong way around and it exploded. That was cool. Ooh, actually, it's going to be a very big chore getting mobs over here because I need to dig a tunnel all the way from that mob interface over to here, so I might not have time. I'm just going to check how long this episode is getting. Well, I've got about 26 minutes of footage-ish so far, so I think I'm going to have to call this an end. This project's going to be over 2 separate episodes. I'm sorry, but I don't have time to, like, get it digging. Do some digging from over there all the way to over here. So I'm just going to have to end it there. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. Hopefully not as long a wait as it has been this time. Bye.